Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and the Texans are out the playoffs. They're out because of what the Ravens did. And let's discuss that. Lamar Jackson, very good game overall. Slow first half, kind of an iffy first half, but overall pretty fine. And then second half, he did almost flawless. He was phenomenal in the second half. Everything he needed to do, he did throughout the game. He had maybe some bad sacks, but overall, some pressure got in from the Texans, especially late in the first half. So tough to hold that against him. But outside of that, he did a very good job. This is his third game rushing for over 100 yards in the playoffs. And right now, he's beating the playoff accusations of being a bad playoff player. But you also have to remember this Texans team, the Texans are historically horrible in the division round. So, I'm not taking anything back from the Ravens, but that just kind of just point out the Texans are now 0-5 in the divisional round in their history. That is awful. But congratulations to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. The run game was pretty good. Gus Edwards got going. You saw Dalvin Cook finally get a big run. That's nice to have him to the roster. You have Zay Flowers make some good plays receiving. And overall, what you need to do, you did. Isaiah Likely got a touchdown. And they just pounded the ball at the Texans the entire second half. And they couldn't do anything about it. The Ravens offensive line did a great job holding up in the second half. Especially what it looked like in the first half, that just didn't happen. What happened in the first half did not happen in the second half. Texans defense had a great first half overall, in my opinion. They made some great plays. They held them to 3 straight 3-and-outs, 3 straight of them, and then they couldn't get one. And a lot of it was because the Texans offense could get nothing going. They scored 3 points. 3 points. They did not get into the end zone once today on the offense. They had a kick, they had a punt return for a touchdown, which was very impressive. Shout out to that dude. But that's the only thing you had. And Kamaya Fairbairn did miss a field goal, but that in 20-mile-per-hour wind, that looked like it was going in, and then it just sailed off. So you might expect some of those on those 50 or 45 plus yard field goals on a windy day like that. Don't be expecting your kicker to make all of them. But he was a good kicker. He went 1 for 2 today. And yeah, another thing, Texans could get no run game. Their offensive line sucked. This was the worst offensive line performance the Texans had all year. They could not stop the Ravens at all from getting past them. I mean, they had like 5 false starts, I'm pretty sure. 4 or 5 false starts. They had 7 pre-snap penalties as a team. One of them was horrible. One of them was late, I think, in the third quarter. And Lamar Jackson's trying to draw them offsides. Everyone knows that they're not going to run a play. And then number 52 jumps offsides. And then jumps in neutral zone, gets them a free 5 yards. And that just made it easier for them to score a touchdown. Maybe they don't get the touchdown if he doesn't do that, but I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. Revisionist history is different than at an actual moment. But CJ Stroud, he just couldn't do anything. He might have missed Nico Collins open once. He might have missed Robert Woods at one point. But overall, he didn't play a bad game. The run game was not going at all. And they just couldn't get open. This was great defense by the Ravens. Where Roquan Smith talked about, they're going to beat them. They're just going to beat the crap out of the Texans. That's a nice way of saying what he actually said. And he went out and did it. They went out and did it. It was not easy, but they did a great job being able to do what they did. They got pressure when they had to, and their coverage was phenomenal. They even missed out on they had a chance in the interception of Kyle Hamilton they didn't get. But the Ravens did not have many turnovers. I mean, they didn't have any turnovers. They didn't have many penalties. They played a clean game. They did what they needed to do. And they're on to the AFC Championship because of that. In my preview video, I talked about how the Ravens were probably not going to win this game because of Lamar Jackson. It's probably because of their defense. That's why I had the Ravens winning the game, though. It's kind of what happened. Lamar Jackson did play better than what I expected him to do, especially in the second half. But overall, the defense is the reason why they won the game. So good job, Ravens. Lamar Jackson did very good, of course, but you hold a team to 3 points, that's very good. You're going to win a lot of games doing that. So, unless you're the Jets. The Jets will go for like 500 on the year if their defense held everyone to 3 points. So, yeah. Or the Patriots. Those two, horrible at that. That was funny. The Patriots at one point had 3 straight games that they held a team under 10 points or less, and they lost all 3. Wow. But, let's talk about the Texans real quick. Defensively, hope everyone that got hurt is okay. I know Christian Harris got hurt. I know And so Perryman got hurt. I think someone else people got hurt. Hope they're okay. Just being on the field for a long period of time, you're going to get injured. Some people are going to get injuries, and it sucks to see, but 6, 7, 8-minute drives, all of them going for touchdowns, that's bound to happen. Ravens could run the ball. Texans couldn't. Because they could run the ball, the pass was a bit open, was more open. And since the Texans couldn't block a thing, they just went down with the ship. So, yeah. Tough job, Texans, but overall, successful year, very successful year. Probably going to have the Defensive Rookie of the Year and Offensive Rookie of the Year. Possibly the Coach of the Year, too. I think that kind of depends on how far Dan Campbell goes in the playoffs. If he makes a Super Bowl, it's tough to say him not to be a Coach of the Year. But for right now, DeMeco Ryans looks like the Coach of the Year. And yeah, congratulations to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And shout out to Justin Tucker for making a 53-yard field goal. And that 20-mile-per-hour wind is ridiculous. Saw some people shirtless in the crowd. Again, it's 3 degrees out there, it feels like. Put a shirt on, please. But yeah, give your own opinions in the comments. Congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. And yeah, hope you have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. And God bless y'all.